You're not running out of money. Your money is escaping, silently, daily, right under your nose. And the worst part? You don't even notice it happening. Because right now, this is probably your reality. You get paid. For a moment, you feel in control, relieved, stable, like things are finally okay. And then, a few days later, that feeling disappears. Your balance drops. Your confidence drops with it. And suddenly you're asking yourself, where did all my money go? Here's the uncomfortable truth. It didn't disappear. You spent it, just not in a way your brain remembers. Let's make this real. Meet Jake. Jake isn't broke. He isn't irresponsible. He isn't making huge financial mistakes. He's doing what most people think is normal. And that's exactly why he's stuck. Jake earns $3,000 a month. On paper, that's enough. Enough to live, enough to save, at least a little. But by the end of every month, Jake has nothing left. No savings, no progress, no breathing room, just survival. And if you ask him where his money went, he can't give you a clear answer. Not because he's lying, but because he genuinely doesn't know. This is where the trap begins. Not with big decisions, but with small ones, invisible ones, the kind your brain ignores. Jake wakes up. He grabs a coffee, $5, feels harmless, doesn't even register as spending. Lunchtime comes. He's busy, too tired to cook. $12 on a quick meal. Again, feels normal. Evening hits. Energy is gone. Decision-making? Even worse. He orders food. $20. Convenience wins. Night comes. He's scrolling. Mind tired. Guard down. He sees a deal. Only $9.99. Limited time. Feels like nothing. He taps, buys, moves on. Now pause. Individually, none of this feels like a problem. That's exactly why it is one. Let's zoom out. $5, $12, $20, $10. That's nearly $50 in one day. Now multiply that by 30. That's $1,500. Gone. Half his income. Not on rent, not on bills, not on investments, but on things he barely remembers buying. Let that sink in. This is how money really disappears, not in one big moment, but in hundreds of small ones. And here's what makes it dangerous. Your brain is designed to ignore small losses because each decision feels justified. I deserve this. It's just a small amount. It won't make a difference. But it does, because it's never just one decision. It's a pattern, and patterns create your financial reality. Now here's where it gets deeper. This isn't just about spending. This is about design. The world around you is built to take your money, not forcefully, but intelligently. Apps track you. They study when you're bored, when you're tired, when your discipline is lowest. And at that exact moment, they show you discounts, flash sales, limited time offers, not randomly, precisely. Because they don't need you to spend big, they just need you to spend often. And that's how control works, not through pressure, through influence. You think you're choosing, but most of the time, you're reacting. Let's go back to Jake. Jake doesn't have an income problem. Jake has an awareness problem, and awareness is everything. Because if you can't see the leak, you can't stop it. Now ask yourself this honestly. In the last 7 days, how many times did you spend money without thinking? Not because you needed to, but because it felt easy, comforting, instant. Be honest, because that answer, that's where your money's going. Here's the truth most people avoid. You don't have a money problem. You have a pattern problem. And patterns are dangerous because they run automatically, without effort, without permission, without awareness. This is why people earn more but still feel broke. Because more income doesn't fix bad patterns, it feeds them. If your habits leak money at $1,000, they'll leak even faster at $3,000. Income doesn't build wealth, control does. Let's simplify it. 2 people, same salary, same city, same opportunities. Person A tracks every expense, questions every impulse, knows exactly where money goes. Person B spends emotionally, ignores small amounts, assumes it's not a big deal. Fast forward 1 year, Nothing changed except their habits. One has savings, peace of mind, control. The other? Stress, confusion, constant pressure. Same money, different outcomes. That's not luck. That's awareness, repeated daily. And here's the scariest part. Most people never realize this. They blame everything else. Low salary, high expenses, bad economy. But they never look at the small decisions quietly draining them every day. So let me ask you something uncomfortable. If every rupee you spent was recorded on camera, would you be proud watching it back? Or would you finally see what's been controlling you all along? Your money isn't disappearing. It's being spent in ways you've trained yourself to ignore. Fix your patterns and your money stays. Ignore them and no income will ever feel enough. If you want to understand money at a deeper level, subscribe to Economy Without Filters, because here we don't motivate, we expose what's silently controlling your money.